in Abuja said Nigeria is at a critical time of the general election, pointing out that the persistence of such threat could ignite. Many people have been misled by some of Èkpá's statements while he is in Finland enjoying the luxury. Èkpá's followers carried out massive destruction of lives and property in the southeast part of the country and urged Finland government to take decisive stand against the situation as
important. You get to know that these elections are being threatened by actions of Simon Èkpá, and that something needs to be done immediately to arrest the situation. This, in essence, is why we thought it was important for us to have this discussion with you, so as to let you know our concerns and the displeasure of the government of Nigeria and the people of Nigeria on this very, very unhealthy development.
Responding, the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filven, noted that both countries have a long-lasting diplomatic relations, and as such, the Finland government will be proactive in dealing with the issue of incitement of violence, even as Èkpá's rights are taken into consideration by the law.
We are very much invested in the safe and secure conduct of these elections throughout the country. So we're very much on the same side on this issue. There have been contacts, information has been shared, and we hope for more of that in order for all our authorities to do their job. And that is to investigate really what is going on and to see how this fits into the legal framework of Finland.
It will be recalled that Èkpá has been inciting people against the coming elections. In Abuja, Princess Èkpá Ajide reporting. Ambassador to Nigeria, Lena Filven in Abuja, said Nigeria.
All right, you've actually watched that video over and over again. I'll also be dropping another video, so you have to understand that the fight against the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá and Joko, by the terrorist zoo government, using every form of propaganda is not an issue of today. No be today 10, no be today matter at all. It has been happening. It's something that has, come up a long time ago. During their election, I knew how they petitioned him here and there. In fact, to the extent that the DOS were also helping the zoo government to petition the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoko. So it is not a day 10. The same way, they ganged up against Mazenam Kanu, they fought him, they made sure that, they frustrated him. It's the same way they are also doing against the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoko. But one good news, I have for every Biafran is surely they will gather, just as the Bible said it. Surely they will gather, but surely they will always scatter. It's as simple as that. He is assured of victory. He is assured of victory. It's as simple as that. So there are so many issues that have come up in this whole talk. Just as I said on the other video I posted on Let's Talk TV. But the reality is that the zoo are not even going to stop. Currently, they are confused. We know about their confusion. Currently, they are confused. But they are not going to stop there. When I was 100% sure that the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoko was going to come out from this, was immediately I saw Musa's, response. on the last this thing he held. That was when I was 100% sure. Now, confirming that, there is an information going on right now that that it has been confirmed that the Prime Minister will be coming out in few days' time. In few days to come. That was how they said it. I don't know the authenticity of that information, but no matter how it's gonna be, no matter the pressure the Finnish government are going through, they just have to do the right thing. They got to do the right thing, not just for Biafrans alone, but for the benefit of their own country. Because we're already beginning to see what is happening, to their GDP. They are going down, and it is affecting them economically because so many governments, so many countries are not willing to do business with them because of their incapacity or incapability of standing, standing strong and doing the right thing. There are so many countries that have pulled out from doing business with zoo. As I'm even talking to you, zoo is part of the Islamic Society, IOC, currently. And they continue, to do evil against the indigenous people. So many countries, so many businesses are pulling off away from the zoo because of, their atrocious ways. So what I'm going to keep on saying about this before I drop the next video is that the Finnish government needs to do the right thing. And the world is watching. The world is actually watching and looking at them to know their response on these whole issues. Now let us hear, this wonderful video also concerning this whole issue that is unraveling.
Yes, Biafran again. Today, I just want to quickly answer some questions and then throw more light on some things going on in Nigeria today about our Prime Minister, Simon Èkpá Njoko. Simon Èkpá Njoko is fine, he's doing well. The ambassador from Finland to Nigeria came just to, submit a letter of resumption because the other woman is no more there and this other woman is there. And some people were saying, oh, the woman is here to discuss the extradition. No, she didn't come to say any of that. And the news that has been flying on social media was orchestrated by the Nigerian media. The woman did not say anything about extraditing our Prime Minister. It was just from Tinubu's office that news came out to demoralize what you guys are doing. And I heard when Shehu was interviewing this terrorist chief of staff, General Christopher Musa, since Simon Èkpá has been arrested, that there's been the tension in the southeast has reduced. I want to tell General Christopher Musa that you are a bloody liar, you are a criminal, you are a terrorist. You've been terrorizing the southeast, and we are not going to keep quiet anymore. We know what you are doing. We know the games that you are playing. This is the same man that said, oh, they have submitted all documents. It is every day that you come on interview. You go on interview, you keep telling them, we have submitted evidence, we have submitted evidence, we have submitted evidence that you cannot come here to prove, to defend. Yes, we know what you people are doing, but at the end of the day, you will see what is going to come of this nonsense you are doing. And Shehu, please, we know that this interview you did today was state managed. It was state managed because we know you can't ask the whole general such questions. So these were written before you people came live. We know all these things. So why didn't you ask him the killings from December to January? Who were the people perpetrating these killings? Since Simon Èkpá has been restricted and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being kidnapped from Kenya in the DSS dungeon, who are the perpetrators of this evil in the southeast? Since these two people are no longer in charge, who are the perpetrators? You didn't ask him that. You just kept asking him about Simon Ekpa, and he said, "Oh, that we have submitted the documents, we have submitted a lot of exhibits and all whatnot." General Christopher Musa, you are a liar. You are a criminal and a killer, a murderer. The blood of our people will revenge. I'm telling you that we are going to revenge all these people that died in December and January, and we're not scared of saying it because our states, and I heard you when you say, "Oh, this is a sovereign nation." You are in a sovereign nation. Now that Finland is a sovereign nation, now I want to remind you that Biafraland is now a sovereign nation. It was declared on the 29th of November 2024, so you be careful. And the foreign minister of criminal drug lord Tinubu, Madam, thank you, ma, for what you have done to your people, for what they use you to do to your people. We are thanking you, but we hope after 4 or 8 years, you will not come back to the southeast because you have urinated on the road and, did impo on that same road that you are going to pass. I hope you will remain in the west. You won't come to the southeast. I hope now you are happy with the people, with the CGN and the rest of the people that Musa called their names, that they are the one working tirelessly to kill Biafrans. When Musa was talking, I saw that there was no more confidence in him because he knows what is coming up. And let me tell Biafrans, nothing on this earth will make these people to bring back Èkpá. If he happens, then block me. Nobody should listen to me again. They are just playing, hanky-panky game with our prime minister. We know what they are doing. We know all this thing is just to intimidate us. But remain resolute. We are on the right track. And we know that Musa and the terrorist president of Nigeria, Tinubu, knows what they are doing. So what we are telling you people today is that, hey, Akwa, you will wait for us after this your nonsense. We will be the last option of Nigeria. We will be the last people that will fight Nigeria because nobody else will fight it for us. And Biafrans, don't expect any Western world to do anything for us. We will fight ourselves, and we are taking diplomatic approach to do this now, since it seems Finland is playing pranks with us, with our prime minister. But we know what is happening, so disregard every information on the news that you are hearing, because the woman never spoke. She never said anything that you are hearing on the social media today. Please disregard them and believe that we know what we are doing and we are giving you the right information. Biafrans, we love you all. We are going to revenge all the people that they killed in Biafraland. We will revenge them. Don't worry. We're just waiting for something. After those things, the government is in the right track, and then we'll give them a choice of their life. Don't worry. And we are not scared of saying anything because we are now a nation. We are now a full-blooded nation. So I give you guys my word. We will revenge all these things that is happening in Biafra land. I thank you, Biafrans. Thank you, everyone, for listening. And may God bless Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Simon Ekpa. And may God bless...
today came in, which means somebody can know your phone. Kayi marketing hope labor. Or somebody from Africa on social media. Although I made it from social media at times. Only na wo news. And then you gay of ma. I know we go ngele. We all say you see or your folk on coach. So can I come on or descent and Kaiman of here?
For a long time. Today, I'm here in the capacity of a representative of the Organization of Emerging African States. That's an organization, international governmental organization that Biafra is a founding member of in 2011. And the Organization of Emerging African States is highly concerned about the continued detention of the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. And we have, therefore, had a board meeting and we've done an investigation of his detention, as well as the detention of Biafra's best ally, Ayaba Lucas of Ambazonia, who is also detained on similar charges in Norway. And we've looked into this, and the Organization of Emerging African States has come to some conclusions, and we're issuing a public declaration today regarding your prime minister, as well as Ayaba Lucas Cho. There's these two cases are linked. As you know, Prime Minister Èkpá was taken into custody by the Finland authorities, and he remains there under investigation. What you may not know is the conditions of his detention are very harsh. Solitary confinement. His access to the outside world is limited. So we know this because we have debriefed 3 of the other 4 detainees who have since been released. There's very serious concerns on the part of OES about how they were treated. So this was done, and we believe the conditions that Cho are imprisoned under in Norway are quite similar. In Norway and Finland, of course, they could detain people, they call it, on remand, almost indefinitely while they continue to investigate the allegations. The main concern, besides the conditions of the OAS, which we are very distressed about, the main concern is how these allegations against Cho and Èkpá came about, and who was behind these.
Exactly.
Was it the government of Finland and Norway? No, they are complicit in this, but we know that in August, a delegation of Nordic ministers, including the foreign minister of Finland, went to Abuja, where they met with representatives of Nigerian government and ECOWAS. And at that time, it was noted that in the Nigerian press, the foreign minister of Finland was quoted as saying that she would soon have Simon Èkpá arrested. Now, at the time, the prime minister was aware of that, and we just kind of wrote that off. Simon Èkpá, he's an EU citizen. This cannot happen. This is just the Nigerian press. But what was that?
Times. Afọrọ m ya nlere ya anya nweche na nke o mere ọfụ, not knowing nọ nke o mere oche. Hello? Ndewo. Ndewo na biko ya nọ live na-akpọ m chere since ụtụtụ nnọọ ịma ife a batazie live kpọm ka hapụ live na-eme discuss ya with you. O nwere ihe m chọrọ ịkọleti here because ọkpụkpọ a nwanne anyị nwoke a kpọrọ m because ihe a niile na-etrend nnọọ na-etrend iwe ndị Finland chọrọ bịara mee with Tinubu. Ihe Finland bịara mee with Tinubu. Ihe Finland bịara mee with Tinubu. Ụmụnne m nwere ihe Finland bịara mee with Tinubu. Kama na ihe dị only thing dị iche asụsụ nwaanyị onye Finland sụ ihe dị iche. Sọsọ ebe ahụ ebe nọ na-asị ogene. Onye ka nwanne anyị nwoke akpọrọ nkịta. This woman, ndị anyị nọfụrụ with ha na Tinubu, Finland ambassadors, according to otu nsi wee fụ and mekwana inquiry. The first Finland ambassador, tenọ ya agwụgo. Then nke onye nke a jere nke nọchiziri anya ya, which na ha signụlụ contract. Because nwụlọ mgbe ihe ahụ ije n'obodo kama ha bịazere mee ya ọdụ opunu ọdụzie ka o nwere ife ọzọ kwari na ife iwe ọchịchị mbọsa ha saịnụkwara nsọnsọ Finland saịnụla akwụkwọ. O nwekwara another country ha na Tinubu saịnụkwara aje mekwara ji senten which na ha bịa kọtụpụ nke ndị abịa kọtụpụ nke ndị Finland gosi nke ọzọ emechakwala egosikwa ebe onye ọzọ kwa udo nke onye ala obodo ife ahụ mekwara dị senten ndị ahụ na Finland ha na mekwara the same thing Tinubu na ndị Finland mere ihe a embassy na ambassador new ambassador ndị Finland new ambassador ndị Finland nọ na-abịa Nigeria ile president a wee ime ndị one na-esi akpa ọya ka unu ji wee fụ ndị aba ono Bianca ono ọya ka unu ji wee fụ Bianca ono ebe ahụ so fọmụnwa onwere enete n'ọwụ na ọmụtara ha sịrị etinye mgbe ndị nke izi sign bịavulu ha sign na akwụkwọ gosiri ihe ha egosi ihe nke a hapụrụ ya ọfịs kịta pụọ so sign na akwụkwọ gosi ebe egosi ha because of ihe na-emenụ ka ha ji oke onye asị na ojili ọkwa efugo so afụlọ m nwe ife ọjọọ fụrụ that place ọnwa afọ ha na Nigeria with Finland ọ duzie ka o nwere ihe ọzọ Nigeria na Finland na-emekọfụ before kpata ha ji wee nwee embassy ha nọ na diplomatic destin ọnọ ha dụvu mbụ nọlọ ọwụrọzi kịta ka be ya ha nọzi so ka ụnụ hafụ ịwụ nụfọ ha n'ibe bụ ụnụfọ ha na Nigeria and ambassador Finland nwezie ihe ọzọ no unu bịakwana unu bịa a na-amakwanụ kama na ihe mezinụ asụsụ dị woman so which we don't care asụsụ dị woman sụrụ ihe anyị na-ene anya dị ihe dị ya ọwakwara everything ka ego na ego ọwa eziokwu na Nigeria nwere ego nwejikọcha ego they can use money to buy anything they can use money transfer white to black they can use money mana o nwere nke ego anaghị egotenwu o nwere nke ego anaghị egotenwu m wee believe ibe ọsọkwasị kọwa na Finland ọ na-esizikwe na ọgwụ ndị Fulani ha sị na nke a yes na ndị Finland gbara nkịtị ọtụ ha unu wọcha ife awa COS kwuru n'abalị ọsọ ihe kwuru ka m na-ekwu ọ sị that na yesterday ọ sị that na Abatobia will join us very soon ọ ihe o kwuru na ya join anyị very soon na Finland na-eme ọfụma na ọ na-asị na Nigeria unu oche na Finland dịka Nigeria unu oche na Finland wee corrupt country na Nigeria is not a corrupt country no Finland is not a corrupt country emecha baba ije kọtụ nka na adaso na Nigeria is not a corrupt anyị eje kọtụ ya kịta fevava ndị otu ya mana nke ahụ problem na onye APC kwuru yesterday that Finland is not a corrupt country like Nigeria or if that Obatobia will join us very soon. All now I see kwuru okwu dị otu a gosi na o nwere ife ọma gosi na o nwere information because all shall are very very clear and otu o si wee kwuye mụnwa nwekwere hope ọkwa ịghọtago because otu o si kwuye o gosiri na o nwere information dị very important o nwete so and ihe na ya Biafraland ọwụ na ọ nọ na-akparị Finland ọ na-akparịzikwere Finland to be sincere to you onye ọwụna na-akparị Finland na-eme mistake mana unu na-emegide Abatobia ọ na-akparịzine Finland from the reason unu eji kparị ya amụnwa afọ dị ife ọjọọ Finland mee at all onwedu ka nsi ife ihe Finland mere ihe ọjọọ Finland is a country and the whole world nwere rules and regulations na-eji ha nọ and all that protocol ka Finland follow international destin they must do that na ya ọnụ obe o chere sọsọ Nigeria and Finland anyị atọpụdoro Nigeria ọnụ ọta ka Nigeria doele Finland akwụkwọ dị kama na ọ bata megidere baze na European Union na European Union ebido nke ha na bịa Finland can never enwe ka ha esi ignore European Union they will do the needful ha na-emezi kịta ihe ha mere ime Abatobia arrest or anything or na akpọrọ because hence that now we can't communicate with him he can't talk to us or arrest ọnọ na bi ọnọ na ama hence na maya ha n'onu otu si anonu ye ya wụdat na aka jie so actually investigation eburu ya nọzi mara kịta na Abatobia o nwere ife mma play n'ụlọ na chere ka m bịa ebe nnọọ dat na Abatobia ebe nnọọ dat na Abatobia kedu ebe dat ndị ebe normal that na ọbata obie ebe mma nọkwuwa eziokwu ọwụzie that na Finland ekpechaziela ikpe na Finland ka amasịkwa m ife na-ekwu. So Finland must do the needful. Mee ife mere so that ka eme investigation. Agwana ụnụ na ya wa accuse kanko. Iwu ọcha ife this our lawyer kwuru also that na kedu ife the same thing emere Cho Ayaba ka emere ọbata obi egosi na ya deal. Ya wee serious deal. Ekwesịrị ịma ndị mere deal ahụ. And ine anya ndị mere deal ahụ this oge nkele na ndị group ye agbanafọ ya n'ọsọ and Joy Ilobi oya ka Joy Ilobi because na Joy Ilobi were alliance to Joy Ilobi's alliance to Ambazonia na connecting the dot. Joy Ilobi ọrụ na-afụ that woman ihe ọma too much because our alliance onye is able ụzọ hit with that Cho Ayaba and the same thing oya ka na-ajụzi kedu ihe kpatara ya nọ because a na-ejizi ọbata obi eketa maka terrorist ihe ndị a niile apụchana mana ihe ejizie this money laundering and kwuchi na mma na ọbata obi nke mma ya apụtarịrị na ya wije iwuliti ka ọwụ the only thing oya emewe ha ya edile anyị mana no matter the delay also ha delay oyi bata obi pụta at least ojidego one thing n'aka one thing that na ya declare Biafra then osizi ebe ahụ move ebe our chief of staff jedebere then ya wa continue that place. So mụ for the reason why anyị eji nọrọ believe ọwụna anyị chekizi aka nni anyị chekizi aka ekpe anyị na panic. I don't panic like that because if I panic like that a man that na oyenye my health nsogbu too much n'ife mma jugodu o merit no matter na Nigeria ji ego Finland will do something according to the law. As no oil, I didn't sure that na if Finland ye benefit n'aka Nigeria ya ka ha ye benefit n'aka Biafra na ọrụ ha nyere ya aka nwete Biafra. I didn't sure Finland ya wụ king na Biafraland. Finland ya wụ king na Biafraland. No matter anything, Finland wụ obodo mepere anyị ụzọ. N'Europe niile the only country mepere anyị ụzọ Finland. Britain mepere anyị ụzọ Finland mepere anyị. Why na our leader Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ebe a? The answer is no. The only people nwere ike ịkpachi obi ha wee mere anyị no matter ama that no mind the kind of dangerous Nigeria dị. Mana ha ndụ mere ha swallow ihe niile ahụ mepere anyị ụzọ. O nwere obodo ya ọwụrụ after ka ejidere ọbata obi ihe a Biafra mere na befafa kansụl ọnya ọwụ na bịa Finland chikans ha ya during so that na ha apply I be declare that Biafra na befa is enough una say afuzere na ha dey compromised for anything ihe a na-eme ihe ha kwesịrị ime enwere law na guide the whole world and everybody ọba na ọda na nke gị ọwụ na ejechi ije na ọbata obi eturu ugo wepụta gbaa ha akwụkwọ Nigerian government ya akwụ ezigbote ụgwọ na ya damage then we pay highly. Ụgwọ anyị akwawa ọkwa obere ụgwọ. O nwebe onye woman onye Africa ejikwa na Finland. Amama na this onye amama afọ obodo a na Africa eji na Finland. As na aba na-eme that na o mere women right abuse. Keda for this although Jesus nke ebe m na Jesus no not Jesus. Keda about this although hey unu nwere ike ichetere m ya n'Africa anụrụ ezigbote ọgụ n'Africa o mechaa ọgbọ ọsọ ọdụ nke Finland ka ọ gbanara ejidie ọ nọrọ nga eyi and na Finland emechaa hapụ ya ọgbasa Finland akwụkwọ claim damage. So ọnwụ da ebe ha esi ebu na this man anụrụ Finland Georgia ife mere n'Africa ife mere n'Africa ozi ọbata obi ka eyi ebuna ọbata obi is a city Finland citizen ọbata obi ụlọ sọsọ ọwụ Finland citizen no ọ mụtara nwa and nwa ọ mụtara nyawo nwa sọsọ nwa ahụ godu ọ mụtara na Finland is enough. Kedu ihe Finland ya agwa papa ha na ọ na ha bu na ọbata obi egbuo unu chee ebe a unu echekwana ebe a unu anaghịzi na-eche echiche one way. Awari na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and nke ọbata obi awụrụ the same thing. Ọwụ na awari na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ejewe hụ Kenya ibe anyị ele ha eme awari na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Britain ha agbara ya Nigeria ọ dịghị possible. Ọ dịghị possible. Anaghị emedi ya eme. All that Kenya ahụ o jewere Africa na Africa with the same thing. Nigeria and Kenya with the same thing. Corrupt country. So unu enyezi na onwe unu nsogbu and ọ na-agwụ m ezigbote ike. Ọ na-agwụ m ezigbo ike. And another thing m chọrọ ikwukwa biko onye ụra niile nwere ajụjụ onye ajụ adịgo m tired ịkpọ m na phone ajụ m ajụjụ. Our chief of staff na-abịa live ma ọ nwụ na fundraising anytime anywhere ọ na-afụ na ya unu abata na Zoom jụọ ya anything ọhụrụ unu chọrọ ịjụ ya onye aza ya ọnụ ọ na-aza unu question ọhụrụ ị chọrọ jụọ ya ịmara na ọ dat na-enye gị nsogbu because ijugodu m ihe enye m enye gị the answer. Una unu si nọrọ ka mụ kwada ndị na ndị egede sịrị I don't know nothing. Ekwubugo m ya before. I am kwe m ibe ụna tina ibe gbasara ọbata obi ebe m nwa nọ is like ngwugwu ekechiri ekechi amara m ife dị n'ime onye ka oya anaketa tata nso ko isi m ekopụ ana m ajụzi ọgịnị. So biko onye nwere na-ajụ m ajụ na-eche na ya enweta information from me n'ife gbasara kesi ọbata obi ka esi eje ka esi ana ọwụrụ na my position onye ọ dị na position ya. Our chief of staff ono almost to 6 hours yesterday ono batu na-ewenye aka jụọ ya anything ọwụra na-enye gị nsogbu about ọbata obi case all your right ịjụ ya wa ajụjụ. Anyị nọ na democracy ọdụ ya ajụ gị na-enweghị ejime understand because ajụjụ jụm is like ajụjụ I don't know nothing. Mụnwa na-ajụkwu ajụ mụnwa onwe na-ajụkwu what is going on. Otu anyị si ajụ ya ka mụnwa na onwe m si ajụkwu ya because awari na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu anyị na-enweta information about him karịa ọbata obi nọ na Finland. So biko na ụmụnne m anything ọwụna unu chọrọ ịma gbasara ọbata obi kesi ya kuru lọya eku lọya eje protest eje protest biko our chief of staff ya abịakwa nwere ike this week o nwere ike ịbịa live jụọ na ya ajụjụ niile inwe ha ọbịa ha fundraising ọ na-anụ ya bịa na fundraising let's up your hand jụọ ya any question ọwụna ị chọrọ ịjụ ya o ya aza gị ya biko nụ ụmụnne m ihe awa ịyọ nchọrọ ịyọ o nwere ife nchọrọ iplay n'ụnụ here afro m ihe a today mana aji maka achọ biko achọ nka o nwere ife nchọrọ o nwere ekwu ọbata obi ekwuchala ebe a nwe confidence ihe a wụrụ ihe ọfụ ka mana onye dere ife abịa sị na no victory for Simon Èkpá that na Finland and the truth watch kwe mmadụ that is a victory mana ọ ka mma na agwala ndị mmadụ eziokwu onye gere ife ya eche nọ na court ka ọ na-eme mana ọ na court ọ bụzikwa na court m nwa na onwe m ama but m nwa na onwe m like the program that our sister mama onye mere ya eme mama ebe o si wetie so geenụ ntị ka unu n'ọrụ ife awali ọbata obi udu aka mmiri kwuru ebe a.
Thank you. So much is riding on this election, especially for young people in Nigeria. They're desperate for change, is my view.
Unu ya gekwa ntị ọfụma ịma ndị ọcha na-asụ n'ime adanigbo.
I think undermining democracy is not the right word. Rather, promoting democracy.
So,
you give the people a choice.
Were na-agwa ndị belivru n'ihe ahụ na court ka o mee ọ baghị ụlọ m nwe gbalụ n'okwu okirikiri ya eme na court ihe ahụ interview emere ya eme o nwe mbọsị o mere interview with channel television Finland mana edifuse ewepụta interview ahụ ọ bịa live I feel not the interview dị ihe a if you can remember. So ụmụnne m ọwụlọ na court ka ihe a maka ndị maka afọ na ndị mmadụ na-akpọ m na-asị m na asị na ọbata obi eji court ebe ka nọ nweta destin. So ihe ahụ na court ka o mee ihe ahụ mgbe e mere ya interview ya ihe ejichi ịkpọrọ ya ụnụ ka ụnụ fụ ka o si wee defend ajụjụ this man jụrụ ya hie ka ụnụ wee fụzie ka o ya esi wee demolish zoo na court na ndụ sabo ndụ ụchụ.
And the choice
of the Biafra people is a referendum. It is also a democratic process. So
No,
that
not
is
in
not
Senate television,
undermining
no.
the democracy. More accepted democratic process is when you give the people choice to decide their fate.
But they have a choice. This is an election which will be following democratic.
In Nigeria, Biafran people do not have a choice, and that is a historical problem created by the British. So everybody, as you have been a journalist with your experience and the history of Nigeria, you agree with me that Nigeria is a mistake because of the tribal and dangerous diversity in Nigeria, which is also a destructive diversity. So when you give the people the choice to choose how they want to live, that is a true democracy. A democracy is not when you bring in the military and invade communities, burn the communities because people are protesting. You kill them. Is that democracy? Do you do that in the United Kingdom? The answer is no.
But what about your role in all this? Your tweets.
My role.
Wait a minute. Your role in all this. Your tweets and your social media. Why the need for violence?
It is. Yeah.
At least 1,500 people died in the last 3 presidential election campaigns.
Was it my fault then?
And there have been deaths so far in this one too.
That's what we want to correct by making.
C'est le dernier dispositif de mesure de la
Onye mere this interview. Oh my God. Amen. And onye mere this interview.
glycémie. De la tension artérielle et de l'oxygène développé par l'hôpital Pitié-Salpêtrière. Sans piqûre. Il suffit de glisser le doigt.
Onye mere this interview, a British man. Onye mere this interview. An agent.
Not continue to validate an evil entity that subject their citizens to death. So the only solution to this is to disintegrate this evil entity and allow people to make their choice so that they can develop and, practice politics in the best way possible, just like the Europeans here.
So are you justifying the violence that comes from this kind of stuff that you...
It is not, the violence is not about what I do. It is the provocation of the policy of Nigeria. Okay? So it is a long time bomb coming. So what you see happening now, Nigeria have a history of violence from the beginning of Nigeria. After independence, every election in Nigeria has witnessed violence. So it is not about me. I am here as a good guy to put an end, to have a lasting solution to the violence that have caused the life of thousands of Nigerians.
But do you not accept that some of the things that you say has engendered this kind of...
From your own perspective, you can translate it and interpret it however you want. But from my own perspective, I think I am the good guy trying to teach the people that they have a right.
So there's no blood on your hands?
There is no blood on my hands.
There's no blood, my dear.
There are more blood on those supporting the election, supporting this particular coming election. They have more blood in their hand. In Imo State, you have a governor that have invaded his own state, killed people, and why are you people not talking about that? Those are the people that have blood in their hand. All the people that have been elected in Nigeria since 1960 all have had blood in their hand, and nobody is asking a question.
Exactly.
I am just the good guy who say enough is enough. Somebody has to say something, and somebody have to do something, and we're doing it.
But couldn't you make more progress if you were in the tent, as it were, not rather than out of the tent?
You can't.
In another country.
Sorry?
You're in Finland.
Yes.
So wouldn't it be better if you went back home and did the political thing there?
You should know. You see, I learn from what happened to others. Yeah. I don't want to put my life in danger because the country, as far as I'm concerned, does not exist. Any country that does not respect the rule of law does not exist.
You're scared you might be killed?
Not everybody. You know that. You can say that as well. Yes.
There's a bounty on
because yes, there's a bounty on my head because Nigeria, because of the Islamic agenda in Nigeria, whoever that rises up to say something that will, make the life of the people.
There is a bounty on his head. And now that they are tinyoku Nigeria na or they Finland or this kind of thing, there is a bounty on my head. No one na Nigeria na ebue kwa na Finland na happen them na take asylum. I might no understand what is going on. Oh my God, they believe Nigeria sick, Nigeria with go with money, everything can happen. No, everything can never happen. Or that everything can happen with Nigeria. Nigeria can be no. Everything can never happen. Oh, when can question. Somebody oh no now okay I'm going a law of leverage they may exist because everybody will keep but nobody take care salon. Okay, this guy now go Nkonye Africa or do keda for the keda for Boda anọlọgụ n'Africa even Nigeria jele obodo anụ ọgụ ụmụnne nchetagodu nụ m afọ obodo a afọ ndị a na social na ihe a kedu afọ this guy anọlọgụ na befa ọgbọ ọsọ na Finland take asylum na Finland emesịa ha jidie kpewe ya ikpe na Finland a kedu afọ ya na better that we are black. If you're black, it will say black again, na law. So it will black, it will black. Okay, for Liberia, thank you. Liberia. Unu can let on azo. Kedafa wokonye Liberia. Kedafa yade. Kedafa imo no Finland e ko na take asylum na Finland. Wokonye Liberia. Na Finland. Then GDA that place. Ojeng at 1 year and the corner na prison. Then we know the case. Ebonye nkela Liberia win the case. Oruzio Batobie wonye win the case. Eh? Onya no money. Hello? Hello?
Afọ Boda for Liberia. All Afọ Boda.
I na ebe na-ekwu
Liberia.
Ndonnam, thank you very much. Liberia. Okay, ebe ejidere na Liberia. Unu oche na Liberia dey request ka ebunata Liberia ka ekpe ikpe and ime me na Liberia ka ome. And mara na this guy ebiokwa Finland o. Onweghị nwa oji na Finland, ọnụ nwa na Finland. This man doesn't have anything in Finland. No just gbasi wekpu ebe and take asylum. Ihe ọ nọrọ na nga to ihe ọ nọrọ ebe ahụ